Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our adventure through Let's Play Dinkum. Oh, John sent me some meat from a jackaroo. Okay. It has been almost 3 weeks since I recorded, and that's not good. Um, Actually, I probably should have reviewed my last episode before I started this one, but I didn't. So we're gonna wing it. I want, I need John to sell me a rental contract. What do we have going on here? Cockatoo capture. Okay. If we get him, we get him. If we don't, we don't. 27 grass seeds for Milburn. I'm pretty sure we can handle that. Oh, his birthday's tomorrow. Okay, let's go ahead and grab those while we're waiting for John to open up. Oh wait, I forgot to do something. Um, nope, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. Oh my gosh, I can't remember how to do it. Oh my goodness. There it is. Hi, Mary. Okay, now we can get back to work. I don't want that in my hand. Okay, he said 27 grass seeds. Oh, we need to feed our chick, our little chick. All right, let's pet Mary. Okay, why don't you eat that food real quick, and then I can fill it back up. Okay, grass seeds. I think it was 27, wasn't it? Yes. All right, we'll leave Mary to eat her breakfast. All right, let's take these to Milburn. And John's open, so we'll be able to go check and see. He's so funny. I didn't realize I forgot he wears. I keep thinking they don't wear them at work, but apparently they do. Okay. Easy 5K. All right. Let's go see if John has that for sale. Oh, Franklin's here. Oh. Yes. It's a rental sign. Use it on houses to put it up for rent. That'll be 50K. I'll take it. Thank you. I'll take that too. And I can't remember where we are on tools, so let's just get him. Um, we don't really need a fishing rod, and I think we have plenty of axes, but they're not going to go to waste. So, okay, excellent, excellent. Clover, silly girl, you make all those beautiful clothes, and you're running around wearing that hood. And I know we have the thing with the cockatoos, but I'm not going to run around and throw meat in all these traps because chances are they're just going to eat them out. Okay, so, okay, we don't need to do anything to it. It's pretty basic. A couple of chairs, a few chairs, little kitchenette area. I just don't have a lot of options right now. Okay, so I don't know how long that'll take. Oh, we need to feed a critter. Let's go get a critter. So cute. It's so cute. All right, we have quite a few of these. Let's do that. We need to get her a little area and a coop. That is what we need to do. Oh, we have some roe. We have some roe. Excellent. Little fish eggs. All right. All right. All right. Okay, we need an area. Oh, yeah, we're going to set up the ranch over there. Um, what are we putting in here again? Oh, this is for the teleporters. I forgot. We need some more green boards. Okay. Let me look at my list real quick. Like I said, I didn't really prepare. Sorry. I should have prepared, but I didn't. Okay. We need 3 more green boards. Oh no, that takes 3 altogether. So we need how many? We have 2. Okay, so we're trying to get enough for 2 teleporters, I think. So we need 1 more for 1. We're good on that. We're good on that. We're good on that. 1 more green board and we can activate another teleporter. Do we have any more? Yes, we do. We have that one over there. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. We need, let me put this stuff up. And let me put this stuff up. Really tempted to put her little house in here for now. What do we need for that? Four copper. We have everything else. We need 1 more copper bar. Okay. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do fish roe. Where would we put that? Let's put that with the meat. Mary is just not hungry. Okay. So let's go ahead and take what we need for that one. Okay. 3 green boards, 2 cylinders, 1 shiny disc, 8 bright wire, and 1 slate. Okay. And our shovel is not in great condition. So let's go ahead and grab another. What is our thing today? Craft 3 items, clear 12 grass, smelt an ore. Okay. I don't think we have any raw ore we can smelt. We do. Okay. All right. So we are going to go. That's where our next thing is. So let's go do some digging and see if we can get one more board. Need one more green board. Then we'll have to go find the other teleporter. We don't even know where it's located yet. Okay. We're going to put that there so I can see what we're doing. I want to see what we're doing. So, little health update. I was needing to get my glasses redone because I broke my frames, and with my insurance, I can only get new glasses once a year. And as far as the eye exam, I really didn't have to go back until June. Well, I've been wearing I got my glasses and I think I had them for a couple of weeks and then I cracked the frame and then I used scotch tape to tape the lens back in. And so I wore them for several weeks with that lens just kind of dangling and flapping. And then it kept falling out and I kept getting tired of taping it back. So we should go talk. Let's at least talk to Franklin and buy something if we can. Let's just talk. I'm not going to do a job today. Okay. Orange tile path. Oh, he's already taught it to me. All right, let's buy a repair kit then. 30K. All right. We have the money right now. Okay. We really need to build our friendship up with him so he'll move in, but I'm really trying not to get distracted today. Anyway, so I got tired of the dangling lens and just took it out. So then I was wearing the glasses with only one lens, and I did that for months. So I called my insurance and I said, hey, can I get some glasses? And they said, yes, you can. I said, okay. So went to the eye doctor and they said, yeah, you can do the frames or you could do the eye exam as well. You don't have to do the eye exam until June, but we could go ahead and I was like, yeah, let's just do it all. Because if there's any change, I don't want to have to, worry about it. So, and I'm not having to pay for my frames because my sister gave me her old glasses. The reason that my last pair broke is because I had purchased some reading glasses from Walmart, just some cheapo, like $7 reading glasses. And when I got my glasses done last year, I took the wrong frames. I took the cheapo plastic frames instead of the frames my sister had sent me. And so, yeah, they broke super quick, super easy. So anyway, I said, sure, let's just do the whole thing. Let's, get it done. So, insurance covers the eye exam, and they cover the lenses up to, I think it's 100 or 150. Anyway, frames cost money extra. So that's why I made sure I had some to take. And I thought I saw a spot, but I guess I didn't. Anyway, then I have to pay extra if I want them to, I don't know what the test is called, but basically take a picture of your eyeballs. So I paid for them to take a picture and did my eye exam, and the optometrist was real happy with that, and he said that my vision had actually improved a little bit since last year, and he was pleased with that. Then he started comparing the pictures of my eyes to the ones from last year. Well, on one eye, I have a tiny little diabetic blood spot on one eye, and on the other eye, there's a blood spot, and it's about 4 times the size of the other one. And he said that if that continues, I will lose my eyesight. So, as you can imagine, that scared me pretty good. I didn't really. I mean, I've heard, my whole life about people having diabetes. I've heard, about diabetics having health problems, and not knowing most of my life what that really meant, I just associated diabetes with being overweight. And I had heard that people with diabetes could get glaucoma, which can cause you to lose your eyes, or your eyesight actually. And I had heard about diabetics possibly having uh, feet or legs amputated for some reason, but I never understood any of it. I just was like, okay, that's just how it works, and I just kind of took it for granted. And when I found out I was diabetic, my attitude was, well, okay, and your point is what exactly? Because it doesn't seem to be bothering me. And then, when I when I went back when I've got insurance back through Obamacare, um, pockets are full. What do I have on me that I do not need? We can get rid of that shell. I don't need the rock. Anyway, when I found out I had diabetes, when I finally went back to the doctor, and they're like, "You have diabetes," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I heard a long time ago." And they're like, "Okay, well, it's kind of important." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And again, my attitude was, "Well, it's not making me sick. I'm not like throwing up. I don't have, you know, I didn't understand what it did." And I am not a doctor, and I do not have all the answers. But basically, the easiest way I can explain it is your body obviously filters a bunch of stuff and processes a bunch of stuff. And when you have diabetes, your body doesn't process everything like it's supposed to. And the stuff that's left over floating around in your body, in your bloodstream, basically is like an acid that attacks your insides. Again, I'm not a doctor. This is my simplistic interpretation of what I understand. So, the neuropathy, the problem I have with my legs, um, is because whatever that is that's floating around in there that, my body doesn't really, that my body doesn't know what to do with, settles into my feet and my legs. And so, oh, she's sleeping. She never ate her food. Um, what am I trying to get rid of here? We can put this ore up for one thing. Put that up. Anyway, so I now have medication that helps because, like, my legs bother me, so I have to stretch out. Well, but when I lay down at night, my legs like ache, like a throbbing ache, like deep, deep down. Anyway, that's from the neuropathy, and so I have medicine now that helps with that, which is good. And then, okay, we want to keep the boards. Okay, let's put the repair kit in here. And we'll put the animal food up, and then we'll go back out. It's only 5:40. Okay. All right. Anyway, um, so the neuropathy is one thing because the whatever it is eats at my legs and causes the damage to my nerves. So that's the problem there. Well, then, um, kidneys. My kidneys are in good shape. The kidney specialist said I have one tiny little hole. It's about the size of a pinprick, and he said it's not anything to be concerned about. That because now my diabetes is pretty much under control, and so he's not concerned. He's like, I don't even know why they sent you to me because it's so minimal that I don't even think it didn't even warrant a doctor's visit. So okay, that's good. Well, then you have my A1C. When I first went back to the doctor about a year or two ago, I lose track of time. My A1C was so high, it was over 12, I think. Whatever it was, they told me it was fatal. It was so high it was fatal. And needed to come down fast and quick. Or fast and quick, that's redundant. It needed to come down drastically as soon as possible. Well, between medications and me actually trying to care about what I put in my mouth, sodas, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes and gravy, you know, the good stuff. Uh, I have not only brought it down from fatal, I have brought it down to good. Like, not just acceptable, but it's good. I think they want you to have it down to at least 7, and I think mine is like 6.4 or 6.14, something like that. So anyway, I'm real happy with myself because my A1C is really, really good. Well, so when this doctor, the eye doctor, is telling me about these blood spots, I'm like, I don't understand. My A1C is excellent. I don't understand why this is happening. And he said, well, the thing is, he said, your A1C is your blood sugar that is averaged over 3 months. He said, these blood spots are caused by severe swings in your blood sugar levels. And I'm like, okay. And I must have had this, I have no idea what you're talking about look on my face because he went on to explain. And he said that, let's pretend I had a twin and my twin's blood sugar stays at about 300. And he said, not the greatest for the blood sugar, but it's a steady 300. Okay? And let's say your blood sugar is a 200, and then it's a 250, and then it's a 175, and then it's a 225, and then it's a 100, and then it's a whatever, and it's bouncing all over the place. He said that's what's causing the blood spots. Okay. Is that a turkey or a rooster? Turkey. So anyway, that's I got to get that taken care of. So when I first went to the doctor, they were, because when I went about a year and a half ago, I had not been to the doctor in like years and years and years, like between 5 and 10 years, like an excessive amount of time, because I didn't have insurance. And what? Archaeologist. Okay. Anyway, so they're like, okay, well, you need to go to this specialist, and you need to go to that specialist, you need to go to this specialist, you need to go to that specialist, and I just couldn't keep up. They were sending me, to labs and sleep studies and everything. And yes, it's a good thing I went. I'm not sorry that I went, but it was just a lot. I mean, I was just that is really wiggly. What is that? Why does that look so wiggly? Well, I know the wind's blowing, but good lord, that's a lot of wiggling. So anyway, at that time, one of the doctors they wanted me to go to was endocrinologist, I think is the word. It's a diabetes doctor. I don't ever get the word right, I don't think. Anyway, he was in that list with the 15,000 other specialists I was supposed to go see, and he got lost because number one, he fell through the cracks, and number two, I wasn't as aware of what the diabetes was doing to me, and so I didn't make it a priority. So after my appointment with my eye doctor, I thought, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time to take this whole diabetes thing serious. I mean, I've been paying attention, obviously, because I've brought my A1C down, and I've been making efforts. I've developed some better habits, and things like that. But I guess I got to do more because I can do without a lot of things, but my eyesight is not optional. So I have an appointment tomorrow to go back to my primary care doctor to get another referral because it's been too long. So I got to get another referral so I can go see the diabetes doctor. So yeah, hopefully, and as much as that scared me, learning that about my eyes and the blood spots and everything, it could be a lot worse. They could have said, "Oh, you're going to be blind next week." You know, they could have said, "Well, you fiddle farted around long enough that there's nothing we can do, and there's no hopes of stopping it," and it could have been a lot worse. So I'm really glad. I don't know how long it would take, or how much more neglect it would take for those blood spots to become more abundant or larger. I didn't ask. Don't care. We're done. The whole procrastination about the diabetes, the whole poo poo in the diabetes like it's not a real thing to be concerned about. Yeah, that's over. Now, am I going to starve myself? No. Am I going to deprive myself of what I want to eat and drink? No. But I am going to be very careful about portion control. Right now, I love macaroni and cheese, like almost obsessively. And I love pasta of all kinds. And I love mashed potatoes, especially with gravy. Don't have to have gravy. Corn's good. Pinto beans, good, whatever. Love mashed potatoes. Those things are definitely not good for diabetes because even though it's not sugar, I don't know what you do or don't know about diabetes. It's all about the blood sugar. And a lot of times when people hear the word sugar, they assume you're talking about uh, you're talking about like candy. No, potatoes and pasta, and there's other stuff too. I'm not a dietitian, and I'm not going to try to talk about stuff I don't know. But I know for a fact that potatoes and pasta both turn into sugar when your body processes it. And you might be like, oh, that's weird because that's not candy. No, it's not candy, but your body turns it into sugar. So I'm not going to deprive myself of macaroni and cheese. I'm not going to deprive myself of any pasta or mashed potatoes or whatever. But I had already uh, basically cut my portions in half. Well, we're going to half them again. My dad was like, you shouldn't be eating that mashed potatoes gravy. You shouldn't be eating that. I said, nope. We're not doing that. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life measuring all my food and telling myself I can't have this and that and the other. Diets don't work for me. I don't know if I've mentioned this here or not before, but you tell me that I can't have another Snickers for the rest of my life, I'm gonna go buy a bag of Snickers and I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Is that a mature response? Absolutely not. Is that a responsible response? Absolutely not. Is that even remotely intelligent or using any modicum of common sense? Absolutely not. That's how my brain works. Don't tell me I can't have some. Just don't, because you're just wasting your time. So me going on diets is not, unless I get my brain fixed, that's just not going to work. So letting myself have certain things, but in much smaller doses, portions, that that is doable. I can manage that. So that's the route we're gonna take for now. You better get away from me. That's the oh no! Oh no! I didn't look before I leaped or leapt. Ow! Rude. I still need to. We never did get a single green board. That's ridiculous. Okay, did I see another X or was it just okay? So anyway, that's where we are. I'll go tomorrow. I'll get a referral for a diabetes specialist, and I will contact them and make an appointment as soon as possible. And the damage to my eyes may be something that I won't even notice a difference for 2 years. I don't know, but I just yeah, I'm not. That's just a gamble, and the risk is too much. So if you think you have diabetes, or if you do have diabetes, and you've been poo pooing it because you're not throwing up, and you don't have diarrhea, and you're not running fevers, and you're not, you know, having all these physical symptoms that you would have with the flu or a cold or something else, uh, don't assume that the diabetes is not hurting you because it is literally eating you from the inside out. You just can't see it. So, please do not make the mistake that I have been. because it's just price is too high. Price is too high. What else did we get? Okay, we're keeping that. And okay, we are cleaned up. So I didn't mean for that to be an all-day lecture on diabetes, but that's what's going on with me right now. And even though I have let's go ahead and do that. That's easy points. Even though I have a plan and we're going to, you know, stop ignoring it, I still, it's still pretty upsetting for me because I don't know, you never know. One of my kids may decide one day to give me a grandchild. I'd like to be able to see my grandchild. Um, there's a lot of things I wouldn't be able to do without my eyesight. Now, I'm not saying that people that are blind don't have a life. Of course they do. And there's a lot of stuff they can do. But there's a lot of stuff that I do now that I would not be able to do. And I just, why risk it? Why risk it if you don't have to? So, anyway. And I have taken myself off of uh, regular sodas. I've been drinking Coke Zero and Pepsi Zero because they have no sugar. That way I'm still getting my soda craving, but without the cost of the sugar. And I had a sweet tea yesterday, and that was the first time I'd had a sweet tea since I had been to the eye doctor. So I am paying attention, and I'm trying to make some more healthy changes. So hopefully I have enough time to do this gradually. It's not going to throw my brain into shock and put me into the funny farm. I don't want to do that. So anyway, we didn't do a whole lot today. We did a lot of digging. That doesn't help us. Thank you so very much. I am really sorry that this was all about some kind of medical lecture from someone who is not a doctor and has no medical education whatsoever. So, if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate it. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your patience. And we will see you later.